Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever is the time zone appropriate greeting for you guys. How you all done today? Doing alright? Full of painkillers again, the back's still a bit wibbly. But I did treat myself to some McDonald's for breakfast this morning. Although I'm still on keto, so I had to have McDonald's without. I had to have a McMuffin without the muffin, so it was just Mc. It was McSausage, McEgg, and McCheese, and Bacon. Would you like to know a secret about the McDonald's breakfast menu? It's not very good without that ridiculously sweet muffin they put on them. It's just not. Could have sworn McDonald's used to do scrambled eggs, but I couldn't find it on their menu. Oh well. At least the coffee's decent. This morning it is anyway. It varies wildly, I found, but this morning's coffee is okay. How's everybody doing? Hello there, Slap here, Jam Pookie, Paul Many Numbers, No Singer, Jason. The only people who have said hello in the chat so far. Sorry, just exhausted, just got home. Well, I hope this is a relaxing way to chill out for you then, Pookie. Not doing the keto thing per se, but I gave up wheat for Lent. Oh, right, yeah, Easter. Almost forgot about that. I've been trying not to think about it, because the two things, as a person who is not, I was raised Catholic, but is not religious anymore, and haven't been since childhood, or even then, really. But the two things that Easter mean to people like me is hot cross buns and chocolate eggs. Guess which two things you can't have on keto? That would be bread and sweetened chocolate. I can have dark chocolate. Like I treat myself to a little piece of 90% super duper dark chocolate of an evening, just for a bit of a treat to stop me going crazy, craving chocolate. But yeah, you don't really find Easter eggs in the 90% chocolate variety, do you? They're normally very, very sweet milk chocolate designed for kids because, boy. And you can forget about having a Cadbury cream egg. I haven't even checked how many carbs are in those things, but I'm guessing it's probably more than my limit for the week. What's time there, says No Singer. Well, if you're ever curious about that, you can just type it into Google. What time is it in Australia? What time is it in Argentina? And you can find out. You don't have to ask me directly. You don't have to make me look at my clock and tell you it's 8:44 a.m. on Sunday morning. That's the goal, says Pookie. Did many errands. Took the dog back for a raging headache. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope it clears up for you. Take some painkillers. Have something sweet or coffee or something. Maybe it's just sugar crash or a caffeine craving. That's pretty much the only time I ever get headaches. Apart from the tension headache, which is related to my back issues and things like that. Basically, whenever I get a regular headache that isn't all in here, it's usually, well, you haven't had any sugar in a while, or you haven't had any caffeine in a while. Also on keto, I haven't had any sugar basically for 2 months. I mean, there's a little bit of sugar and like tomato sauce and things like that. You can have a little bit of that. Still, I couldn't be bothered ordering the McMuffin without the muffin, so I just peeled it off. But I did have I tore off a little corner of the muffin. Oh, it made me crave it so badly. It was a mistake. I should have just ordered it without the muffin. But then sometimes the cheese gets stuck to the box and things like that because people who assemble these things. I don't drink caffeine. Well, you're certainly craving caffeine then. If you don't drink it normally, that's what your body wants right now. If you've got a headache. Sinus headaches. Oh yeah, I had a mate who suffered from those very, very often for many, many years. I haven't heard him complain about them recently, so perhaps it's cleared up or he's found a treatment that works or something, but yeah, he used to get those all the time. Poor bastard. He was miserable. Don't forget the ham or lamb for Easter dinner. Oh yeah. I mean, meat's totally keto. I mean, as long as it's a nice fatty meat, perfectly fine on keto. Keto is basically just avoiding sugar and avoiding carbs. That's pretty much all it is. And with much more fat in the diet than you would think would usually go along with the word diet, because you're burning fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates for fuel, sugars. That's the thing. That's the whole thing behind keto. You put your body in a fat burning gear by only giving it fat as a fuel source in your food. You got to have proteins and trace elements and things like that, so you don't die and get sick and things like that. But the fat's the fuel component, and then you restrict your fat intake to a little bit below what your body actually needs to run, and it goes, well, I'm all geared up for burning fat, but you're not eating enough of it. I know. I've got all this fat on your belly and your man tits. I'll use that. Keep you alive. And then you lose weight. 150 calories in a cream egg. They're like that big. 150 calories. Does it list how many carbs? What's the carbohydrate listing? That's a lot more calories than I would have thought for a tiny little egg, though. 4 days ago it was snowing here. 2 days ago it was 28. Yesterday it was 15. Today it was 22. Yeah. Seasonal change time of year. Sydney's been a bit wibbly. It's a bit humid-ish today, but what's the weather report telling me it should be? Oh yeah, but no, we're getting summer temperatures today. No wonder I'm feeling warm. We're at 17 degrees. It's not even 9 a.m. 17 degrees Celsius. We're heading for a top of 28. That's tomorrow's going to be 31, then 27, and then by Friday we should be back down to 21, which is what it should be about this time of year. So, yeah, a little mini heat wave in Sydney right now. Fantastic. I'll enjoy that. Fat may have twice as many calorie density of carbs. Just look at how many grams of carbs are in a dinner roll versus the fat content of meats. I never sweat the math that much. Yeah. 61%. Crazy. $24 grams. Yeah, that's what I target a day. I want less than 20 grams of carbs a day is what I target. Strictly speaking, keto you can go up to, everyone's a bit different, but the general advice is between 20 and 40 grams of carbohydrates a day. That's net carbs, not total. And if you're curious about the difference to that, Google it, because it's weird food math. So yeah, I would have I could have one Cadbury cream egg, and that would be all I could eat for that day, unless I had something completely free of absolutely no carbs. So that's the top end of my limit that I've been trying to keep to most days. About 20 grams of carbs. That's crazy. Just one. Have you ever tried to eat just one Cadbury cream egg? I couldn't do it. Two is the suggested serving size as far as I'm concerned. All right, here we go. How do you guys eat your Cadbury cream eggs? You just shove the whole thing in at once and chew it? Or do you sort of bite into it and let the gooey stuff dribble over your hands? You lick it off your fingers? What I like to do is somewhere in between. I would put the whole thing in my mouth, and then I would carefully try and bite it around the edges so it would crack in half along the seam. Or you'd bite off the end, like the smaller end. And then you use your tongue to sort of dig out all the insides. And then you let the chocolate melt in your mouth. Probably why my girlfriends like me so much. And the go all at once. Just let it melt, or do you chew it? Hey Mitchie, how you doing? You came in at a fun time. I was making cunnilingus innuendo about Cadbury cream eggs. Actually, that needs to go on a t-shirt. That's on the merch store. Cunnilingus Innuendo. That would be a great name for a band. Cunnilingus Innuendo. Generally don't eat the cream eggs. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I don't eat a lot of them when they're around. I have maybe one or two. And that's it. That's just a little treat. Because they often put them at the checkout in the supermarkets, in the self-checkout aisle. You guys have those where you are in the world? Self-checkout? Where you just boop, boop, boop. And just pay. There's no human interaction. It's just a computer screen and you check all your items out and that's all on a system kind of thing. They usually put the Cadbury cream eggs right next to those at Easter time. So they're just sitting there when you're checking out. Oh, well, you know, this lot of groceries only comes to $23. I suppose I could spend an extra couple of dollars on a cream egg or two. Yoink. Bite off top, stick finger in. And oh! And chew it until it's runny. Yeah, I always self-checkout. Like the instant it was an option, self-checkout. Because those of us with social anxiety issues don't want to have to interact with humans who feel somehow forced to small talk with you. Hi, how you doing? How's your day? Bloop. Bloop. It's a nice shirt you got on. Bloop. Shut up. Just give me a computer. Let me do it myself. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time. In fact, since self-checkout has been an issue, I don't think I've ever gone to the regular service line. I don't even know what they call it. The human service line. The meat service. There's meat at the other end serving you in the form of a human. Flesh service sounds a bit... Flesh service would be a good name for a band as well. £1 solid chocolate bunnies. I've never seen a solid chocolate bunny. They're always hollow. They have to be hollow, otherwise how the hell are you going to eat it? If it's solid chocolate, that's a, you know, the head of the bunny's going to be like that, isn't it? How do you even bite into that? You can't snap it off with your teeth, surely. That's too much solid chocolate. How do you eat that? You guys have red tulip chocolate where you are? Made by Cadbury's, but it's a particularly excellent Cadbury chocolate that they usually almost only ever do for their Easter egg branding. Red tulip. They were the best Easter eggs around when I was a kid. Well, they were the best ones you could get easily. I mean, you can go to a specialist place and get sort of, you know, an $18 Belgian chocolate egg or something like that. But the red tulip eggs were the best ones you get from the supermarket. Really velvety milk chocolate. It was delicious. Loved it. And red tulip did a really good bunny. It's making me drool thinking about it. Goddamn keto diet. I'm nearly there. Like, my tummy's almost flat. Still got a bit of a shelf over the garage, if you will. Shelf? Roof. That would have been the appropriate thing. Shelf over the garage. Still got a bit of a gut. Bit of a hangover. Like if I tuck my shirt in, there's a... It goes like that. But I've lost a huge amount of weight. Like I got pretty huge. I think I'm as skinny now as I was in high school. Like I've never been thin. Ever. Never been thin. But this is the least amount of body fat that I've carried since I was in high school, I'm pretty sure. At least just on a glance. I will look in the mirror. Yeah, flesh service opens for Cunnilingus Innuendo. Please welcome to the stage. You don't bite into them, you just spend a week gnawing away. But even then, that'd get gross, because even if you gnaw on it, it's melting around your lips and you're drooling all over it, that'd get gross pretty quick. I don't believe you. I don't believe there's such a thing as a solid chocolate bunny. At least not a decently sized one. I can imagine them like that big, solid. Can we stop talking about chocolate now? Seriously. Cravings are dangerous on keto. Because you can't have cheat days on keto. There's no such thing as a cheat day. because it relies on keeping your body chemistry in a very specific state, ketosis. And if you cheat, like if I just ate an entire regular pizza, you know, with proper bread dough crust, not this stupid keto crust thing I've been trying this, it would, what they call it, it would knock you out of ketosis. It would knock you out of ketosis, which means your body would go, oh, hey, carbs. I know how to use that. They're easy to use. I'm going to use those now. And your body chemistry changes, and you probably feel a bit crook as it shifts over, and that'll take you days, maybe even a week, to get back into ketosis to burn fat properly again. So you can't really do cheat days, unfortunately. But yeah, if we keep talking about chocolate, the craving's going to sit in. Every time we go into the supermarket, they've got the hot cross buns, you know, in the spot where you have to walk by to go into the main part of where all the other food is. The funnel, the people funnel. Big pile of hot cross buns sitting there, and there has been for, you know, a couple of weeks now. Every time I walk by, I just salami bunnies. I can have those. Salami's keto. I've been having Twiggy sticks and fry up a little bit of pepperoni. Like you get pepperoni, slice it real thin, and you just give it a quick fry up, and then you let it cool down so it's just sort of these crispy little pepperoni chunks. I've just been imagining those as chips. It's actually delicious. It's a great snack. I'm gonna keep having that snack when I'm off ketos, I think. Back in February, I had surgery. Since I mostly do the high protein diet, shakes make up much of my diet. I've lost 50 pounds. Yeah, I mean, that's also part of ketosis. Protein and fat is just the two things on every meal of keto. You lost 50 pounds. You started over 400. Well, it's progress. 18 pounds that were literally cut out was a nice start. Yeah. I mean, progress is progress, man. That's one of the good things about keto. You burn fat really effectively, and you don't feel like you're on the bunny food diet. You know, the old cliche of just having salads and vegetarian crap, and you're not allowed to have red meat and all that kind of stuff on most other calorie controlled diets and things like that. Ketosis is easy to stick to because you're allowed to have steak and pepperoni and cheese and cream and you know, there's lots of delicious fatty stuff you're allowed to have on keto, and you don't feel hungry because fat keeps you satiated. So you very rarely feel hungry like you do on other diets, where your body's going, "Hey, you're not giving me enough calories." Hey. Well, when you're on ketosis, your body really doesn't do that. It's just like, "Hey, you didn't give me enough calories. Oh wait, I've got some fat over here I can use. Never mind." Slap ham. Okay. Giving up wheat. Yeah, I mean, that's also part of keto because wheat is just carbs. So, you know, all kinds of bread and things like that you can't have. And I do miss that. I miss bread, I miss potatoes. Potatoes in all forms. Boiled, mashed, chips, stick them in a stew, second breakfast. Okay. Let's get on to what we're going to do today. So, for those of you wondering why I'm standing in the graveyard carrying one of my redstone blocks, it is because I died. I died when I was mining last night. Guess how I died when I was mining last night? Let me give you a hint and pull up the cheat sheet for our gravestones here. Or my gravestone. The grave of shame. The grave upon which I must place a block every time I die. I died of fire when I was mining. Guess how you die of fire when you were mining? Somebody wasn't paying attention. Somebody dug into lava. That's the first block we've put on here in a while, though. You got to give me that. Oh, measure that correctly. Oop. Man, having the scaffolding in the graveyard is a genius idea. Whose idea was that yesterday? Was that Skull Kid? Or was that you? Books. I think it was one of you. Whoever that was, thank you. Ooh, here comes the truck. Let's listen. Is it the garbage truck or the glass truck? Actually, I don't think it's either. It might be a delivery truck of some kind. Doesn't sound like one of the garbage trucks. Sounds like a much smaller diesel engine. Lucas, thank you for the host. You a Skull Kid? Might have been. Alright, as you can see there, 43 levels. I spent quite a bit of time at the zombie farm last night as well, amongst other things. Actually, I don't even know how long I spent doing Minecraft. It must have been like another 4 or 5 hours, I think. Just watching TV and mining. That's why I died, by the way. I was watching TV when I was mining. Oh no, it is the garbage truck. I must have serviced their engine. Sounds better than it did. So yeah, I've done a few little busy work stuff, like converting this wall across to the wood now. This one's still blank because I think we're going to build into this wall or something. I put the furnaces that were lined up outside the house, I brought all those back down here. Just mass stuff. I replaced the furnace that was here with another blast furnace so we can go gold and iron at the same time in blast furnaces. Tore down a whole crap load of trees because I needed the wood. And also we need to clear that out for the eventual village that's going to go there. I decided what I wanted to do with the underside of the stairs. That was dirt, so we just put a little wood stuff there. Did the same over here as well. So that looks prettier now. What else did I do last night, aside from mining? Is that it? Oh, no. I fancied up the ice farm. Using the old diagonal trick for the sources that don't freeze. We'll talk more about that later, because I have to create a staircase up there today. What else did I do? I put a garbage disposal system at the zombie farm. Actually, I need to go to the zombie farm now. Let's see what's there. We have to go get the metals and stuff. Wait, did those lights just work when you said hype? I didn't see them blink. I normally see them blink in my periphery. Are the lights working today, guys? Somebody type !hype. I want to see it. Pretty sure it wasn't me. I think when you started that project I was distracted by something else. Fair enough. Oh, there they go. Kind of. They're supposed to blink. They didn't really blink. They sort of turned blue and then went blip. I think something might be wrong with the light system today. Well, that one worked fine. It's going to turn back. Here we go. Oh, I guess it's working. Hey Bunty, do you think herbal tea is effective for mental health? Well, I don't know how effective it is for mental health, but it's certainly nice and relaxing a lot of the time. I don't know if it's a... What the hell? How did this happen that I didn't know? Creeper must have blown out as I was on my way out or something. What the... How did the creeper even get down here? Oh wait, I know what it was. I used a lava in the disposal system, but it's surrounded by... It's surrounded by rock. It shouldn't have been able to set fire to anything. Like, on all sides, rock. How did it spread? It didn't spread through this because it's still there. What the hell, damn guy? Oh, that's just not fair. I'm like, I'll be clever. I'll seal this lava away so it can't possibly set anything on fire. And it somehow still did. That's just cheating. Let's just do that so we don't have any zombie problems while we're trying to deal with this. This is bullshit. It is just bullshit. How did it even happen? Wait a second. How did... No, something's weird here. Because... How did... that break? Okay, I have no idea at all how or why. And how did you get out? Wait, why are you burning? What are you burning on? Oh wait, he's burning because of the sunlight coming through here. Seriously though, I just don't understand what happened here. How did that fire spread? Screw this. That sucks. That's bummed me right out. We put so much work into that yesterday. Oh well. I guess we'll just go get some wood and fix it then. I just don't understand how any of that burned. Like, the lava was buried way below anything wood, completely surrounded by stone. Has to be a bug. That's just bummed me all the way out. It sucks. Okie dokes. Well, I guess we know what we're doing first today. Now, let's see. We need oak logs, certainly. Spruce planks. Spruce stairs. Slabs of both kinds. We won't hurt to take some signs with us just in case we have to fiddle with the water. I think we had all our doors. Trapdoor, maybe. What else were we missing? I should probably take some smooth stone. Oh, sorry, just stone. I keep calling this smooth stone, but this is not smooth stone anymore. Smooth stone is a different thing now. Maybe the stone was oil shale. I think that's all I need. Well, if not, I guess we'll have to backtrack. Oh wait, I'm gonna need glass. Which I think I cooked up a fresh batch of. Yep. Glass and using birch planks or logs? I don't remember. Was your spawner built on an Indian graveyard? I'm not hearing good things about that pet cemetery remake. Not that it worries me, because I never watched the original, because horror never really did anything for me. Especially not Stephen King's special version of land bullshit. Except for The Shining. Shining was good. Zombie salt, needle, and thread are also useful. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I guess I did lose a door. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I bought the wrong type of logs. You're spruce, aren't you? Nope. Why did you not despawn when I went away? This is just disheartening is what it is. What the? Are we still sliding through somehow? I don't understand how. Where are they coming from? Is my world cursed? I don't understand anything that's happening at the moment. Why? Maybe I took too many painkillers. What day is it? Alright. Oh, for fuck's sake. You just... Really? Shit heel. Actually, no. I'm not even going to worry about fixing the disposal system for right now. I just want this place functional again. Wait, what? Oh, someone spent too much time in the water. He turned right in front of our eyes. Oh, just get out of the fucking way! Oh, hang on a sec. Oh my god. Would you just stop? How are you getting... Where are you... I was in a good mood. Then everything fell apart. Right, how did I have this... Come on! Oh my... Leave me alone! How are you even in here? It's all lit up! Where did you spawn? Lying piece of shit game? Fine, I'll just put the wrong logs here for the moment. Game's just a liar. It's just a liar. Filthy, disgusting liar. Does anyone had that? I don't remember how I had that. Probably like that. I don't know. That's how it goes now, anyway. What happened here? What happened here is I put a disposal system underground, buried the lava, surrounded the lava boat with rock, and somehow the game still decided that everything should blow up. This Minecraft is bullshit. I remember how I had that. That'll do for now. Right, now what about this? What the hell did I have here? Was it like that? I don't even know. I don't think that's how I had it. Fuck it. Sounds happening now. No, I'm not angry. I'm just annoyed. I'm frustrated. The game just didn't behave. I mean, it bedrocked me is what it did. It went all bedrock and decided to just play by its own rules for a while. Or not play by its own rules for a while, more specifically. And just decided, no, you know what? That fire behavior they've been relying on for years and making sure lava is sort of buried and well away from wood. Yeah, how about that just that doesn't work how you thought it worked anymore? What if it worked a different way? Ah, well. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to fill all that in, aren't I? Alright, spruce logs is what we need. Right? For fuck's sake, Minecraft, would you just behave for 4 seconds in a row? Sweet fucking Christ. Spruce logs. Why can't we have a version of Minecraft that just works? It's a good question. It's a real good question. Why can't we have competent coders working on this game? It's like the second best-selling game on the face of the planet of all time, beaten only by Tetris. And yet this is the... It's just... Why can't you... I mean... Oh, but it's just a small team. Yeah, we'll hire more people. Hire better people. Make it work. Bastards. Yeah, if I come back with those spruce logs and the whole thing is on fire, I'm going to rage quit right here, right now. Spruce logs, thank you. Why do I keep coming down here? I really do need to make an alternate entrance down there. So I think they can be lazy and just get away with it. Well, they are getting away with it, aren't they? The game is still selling gangbusters. What was the number they released the other day? 30 million copies of Java Edition sold? And that's not even the best-selling version. Best-selling version by far is, well, what used to be called the console version, but is now unified into Bedrock. Which is a shame. Because that means most Minecraft players are playing on the buggiest version. Hey, it's not on fire. Oh, didn't we have a column here? Pretty sure we had a column here, didn't we? Let's sort of break this up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, I forgot the fucking door again. It's alright, we can just make one. Might even... Oh no, we've got a couple spare. Hooray! There we go. It was like that, right? It's close to what we had. We got some stairs here or something, didn't we? In fact, let's put stairs all the way around. We need something to place them against. Well, that doesn't work for me, does it? That'll work. Okay. Nearly there. And we would have lost the carpet to the fire, I reckon. Trapdoor can work just as well, though. As long as we can get it to angle in the right direction to match the other one. Beautiful. We did lose a sign in here, though, didn't we? I remember I had a sign in there to stop the water so I could hit them without them swimming. It's on the back wall here. We had one up top as well to stop the water altogether. Or was it just the one on the top? No, it was further up, wasn't it? All right. It went all the way back like that, didn't it? How did I have that arranged? It looked better than that, I remember, but it was like that, wasn't it? Something. Keep a fire extinguisher down there? Yeah, if only. Sprinklers on the ceiling. Alright, I think we're pretty much back to where we were. This still was. I'm gonna check the replays to replicate visually whatever we had down here, but yeah, this isn't right. Don't know what I did about this corner here, but this isn't how I had it. Okay, so items are still going through that trapdoor just fine. And the XP collection works even better than when we had the carpet there, actually. Alright. So, a little unintentional issue there, solved. Luckily, we didn't break the redstone, so I don't have to remember that complex system. Was any damage in here I didn't spot? Sure is. Nothing that's going to hurt the farm, though. I think I can leave that. At some point I'm going to have to break through that wall again to put the ice down there anyway, so I'll fix that when I put the ice in. 2 birds, 1 stone. I should have sprinkler systems in Minecraft as well as smoke. I mean, you can build a sprinkler system in Minecraft, really. What you do is you put water sources in the roof and cover them with wooden items, so when they burn, the water is released and extinguishes the fire below it. It's funny, now that I say that out loud, I'm surprised I haven't seen that done. It seems so obvious. Oh wait, the whole reason I came down here in the first place was to actually collect the metal I've been smelting. Oops. E2 dog. We're getting Labo. Probably. More out of curiosity than any expectation of it being good, because it's going to be terrible. VR at that frame rate, at that resolution, it's going to be literally sickening. There's a reason nobody went to market with a 720p screen. Like the original Oculus prototype, way before they were bought by Facebook. Yeah, what was it? What was the prototype name? DS1 or something like that? DK1, Development Kit 1. DK1 Oculus thing. That had a 720p screen. And they very quickly decided that that wasn't enough and went to 1080p. But I did use it, and it just was not a good experience. And that was at, I don't know, were they at 60 or 90 back then? I think they were at 90 frames a second still. But yeah, the screen on the Switch for VR was just idiocy. Absolute buffoonery. I wonder if you can blast furnace. Oh, you sure can. Can melt armor and stuff in blast furnaces. Good to know. Okay, clean inventory, clean mind. Sword's nearly dead, but it's okay. But I used my Super Duper XP farm to make a new sword yesterday. Check that out, by the way. I did mean to mention this in the opening, but I forgot. I'm breaking 3, sweeping edge 3. Yeah. What's that? Oh, I'm drinking out the wrong side of the coffee cup. There we go. Only getting for the new Odyssey missions? Wow. Missions. Little mini worlds. Demos. Maybe the slab of VR is really going to tie into the Switch Pro. Oh, for fuck's sake. So tired of hearing speculation about the Switch Pro. 2 years we've been hearing it. Like there was rumors about a Switch Pro and a Switch Mini before the Switch launched, and people are acting like it's breaking news right now. It was a slow news day, and someone decided to pick up some gibberish that an analyst was spouting off about it. All he was doing was repeating stuff from 2 years ago. Fuck off with it. Right, now, what am I actually going to be doing today, now that we've... That was the first hour of the stream. Yeah, the intro and fixing up the stuff that burnt down overnight. I know. Let's do something nice and easy. Let's just build a staircase up to our ice farm. Oh! Actually, no. First thing we're going to do is collect another two 3. Where's the 4th? They only come in pairs. I wonder if the 4th was a victim of whatever killed their owners. Alright then, let's go get a lead. Bring these guys back to the pack. Switch should have had 1080p screen. Yep. Also should have used the Tegra X2, not the original one. Should have done a lot of things. You know why it didn't? Because they needed to make sure it was under a certain price point. This is a magic number that people are willing to pay for, and there's a magic number that people aren't willing to pay for, and a 1080p screen and the Tegra and the current gen Tegra would have put costs over what Nintendo wanted them to be at. Come on, you too. We really do have to, what was I calling it yesterday? There was a llama rhyme. Llama barn. There we go. We have to build the llama barn today. We're getting way too many llamas. Alright, now what I was gonna do was survey the site. Do I play competitive Pokemon? Absolutely not. My memory is too poor for competitive Pokemon. I can barely remember Minecraft recipes half the time. Remembering type matchups and movesets and expected movesets and Smogon indexes and all that sort of stuff for proper competitive Pokemon play? No, my brain just doesn't want to work that way. Smirrels! Oh, Smirrels!
Pat on the back for this guy!
When was the last time I saw your name in my chat, Smirrels? Feels like it's been a while. How you doing? Thank you very much for the Prime sub. We get some. There we go. Loving the chat spilling out already. Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you've been well. Alright, so I'm thinking. You know what? I'm changing my mind already. I was thinking I was going to just build a stairway, carve out what was here, and build a stairway up through what was the temporary stairway while I was building this out. Why aren't you freezing? Should all be frosted by now. It's been up for, like, since last night. For those wondering, the idea behind this ice farm is water doesn't freeze if it's got something over it. So all these through the diagonal stay source blocks. So when we mine up the ice that's here, it would recreate source blocks as it flows out. That way we don't have to bucket it up. Can't harvest this yet though because I don't have a silk touch pick, but someday. But yeah, that's for the stairway. I think just this sort of weird corner here is too much. I'd rather have a bigger stairway. Just go. It can look weird though if we just have a stairway going whoosh all the way down here and then we have to connect this up here somewhere. Or do we just... What's the angle? Yeah, I guess we could put a entrance here. It'd be like the big stairway we had to the mob farm in the last Java world. Remember that? The one in the desert? And a big stairway going up to it. Actually, we might be seeing that old Java world again real time soon. I want to try out those ray tracing shaders that are in sort of the SUS experimental shit at the moment. I want to try it, but it only works in Java 1.12.2 or something, 1.12 point something. It only works in that at the moment, and that just so happens to be 1.12 was the last Java world. When 1.13 came along, we moved... Actually, no, I think the last Java was 1.11. When 1.12 was about, we went to Switch Edition, and then to Bedrock on the Switch, and then Windows 10, and now back to this. So either way, the world should be compatible with 1.12. Call it a mountain path. Do you think it's a mistake for Sony to copy support for PS3? What do you mean? Do you think it's a mistake for Sony to support PSVR so much? Do I think it's a mistake for Sony to support their own hardware implementation of VR? What the fuck kind of question is that? Can you rephrase? Because I don't think I'm getting... Look out. We're under attack. I don't think I'm quite getting what you're getting at. Oh. My textures didn't work. Oh, they're shooting each other. Got another banner. Wonder why my texture pack isn't working. Maybe I forgot about the illagers when I made my overlay for this pack. Let me check that real quick. Make sure it's active. Don't think no, it's still there. I guess I just made another mistake. I missed the bucket, and apparently I missed the villager guys as well. Oh well, that's easy to fix. Right, where's the other guy? Oh, two other guys. Oh jeez, this guy's got an axe. For some reason my shield isn't working. There he is. Oh right, no, the shield gets knocked out by the axe for a while, doesn't it? There's a cooldown thing when your shield gets bashed by an axe. I forgot about that. Oh, the shield was up. What the hell? He shot right through my shield. You see that? Well, I guess we know what happened to the owner of the llamas. They must have been lurking about. And I'm just going to go... Whoa! I am not going to survive a hit. Did he go after the llama? Oh, I think he's going after the llama. No! Fight over it. Didn't even know that was a thing they could do. So is that yet another llama over there, or is that just the one that was lost I couldn't find before? At least my aim's back today. That was a good shot. Ooh, he dropped an emerald. Hello. Alright, are we safe yet? We better take it careful. And actually, I think part of the reason I was having trouble there is... Yeah, I turned hostile creatures way down when I was at the mob farm. So I didn't hear those guys until it was too late. Well, speaking of hearing guys, I think there might be a cave back here. I can hear some zombies. Yeah, definitely. Oh well, I'll let him wander for a while. Can't be bothered taking him back to the other guys yet. Right, now that I'm relatively sure we're safe. How you doing, chat? Been a while since I've seen anyone play Minecraft. That's because it's been a while since you came to my streams. Minecraft's a regular around at these here places, mate. I'm thinking we put the other banner right there, eh? Why not? If I can reach. On the edge, or... No, that one was against the... Ooh, maybe here, actually. Yeah. I think more visible is better. There we go. 5 victorious. Murder sprees. They're releasing a ton of games for PSVR, Iron Man, Blood and Truth, and he has 4 million install base. Well, how do you think it's going to get a bigger install base? You got to support it with software if you want people to buy it. You're going to have the what they call the killer app. Beat Saber is one of those. I know a few people who bought VR equipment specifically for Beat Saber because it's so much fun. Sorry, just scrolling up to see what I missed there. What's state of play? They're making a ton for PSVR. Hundreds and supposed. Yeah, right. Nintendo is ripping people off on the Joy-Con process. Yeah, they sure are. Those are so expensive. Nerd Holly, hello there. Saw some more videos on Fallout 76. Became very interested in YouTube and Twitch. Hey, are you playing Fallout 76 still, or did you give up on it? I eventually gave up on it. I didn't want to. I wanted to like it, but it just became such a clusterfuck after a while. I gave it a fairer chance than most, though. Villages are just a distraction. Quickly to the mob farm. That was the decoy. My mob farm was being... Ah, maybe that was it. Maybe an illager burst their way in there and burnt it down. Wouldn't that be a mechanic? Like if you maxed out the... See up in the top right-hand corner there, that little logo? Little illager logo with the axes? The bad omen? This thing? That's what you get when you kill one of those banner guys. And if I go into a village right now, it'll trigger a raid. But if you max that out, like you kill 5 or 6 of the guys and max out that bad omen effect, what if the final raid they came in with torches and started burning shit down? That'd be ultimate hard mode, wouldn't it? You'd have to play firefighter and fight them off at the same time. Someone should make a mod for that. PSVR isn't that expensive? No, it's not really. I mean, it depends on whether or not you include the cost of a PlayStation or a PlayStation Pro, even better. But if you already have a PlayStation, it's not that expensive. I would still probably suggest PC VR, like with Windows Mixed Reality headset or something, because you've got a lot more choice and the tracking is better. But yeah, I mean, for the console experience, i.e. plug and play, it just works. Everyone gets exactly the same experience. You don't have to worry about hardware combinations and compatibility, all that kind of stuff. PlayStation VR is a very good thing. I've thought about getting it a few times myself, but I already own like 5 different VR headsets, I think, in total. Only 2 of which I use because the other ones are all super outdated stuff that don't have like room tracking or even positional tracking, some of them. Oh, not just a zombie. Right, now, let's have a think about what we want to do here exactly. I already have a Pro. I've got it for me. Oh, nice. I've got a Pro as well, except no one bought it for me. I had to spend my own money on it. Nice, though. I got with the white one. It's crispy. Sony needs to make a Vita Pro. Copies the Switch. I wouldn't put it past them. Wouldn't put it past them to try and revive the whole handheld thing. They've been wanting that market for so long. Especially now that they've rolled in the Sony Ericsson people. What was left of the Sony Xperia thing, that's no longer separate. That's all rolled in back into the main electronics part of the company. So maybe the mobile people are going to be brought on to work on the new Sony mobile gaming device. You never know. Yeah, No Man's Sky VR seems like it could be interesting. Another game I wanted to like, but eventually gave up on because just, ugh. Sean Murray's a lying shit. Maybe... I don't want to put a stairway too close over here, because that's where the bad guys come from. What's... Oh. This was cave. No. I'm going to grab this while I'm here, though. Just got a new PS4 because my old one broke. Didn't have the money for a Pro, though. That's sad. I mean, is your PlayStation your main gaming device? Because I can understand why. If it wasn't, you know, and it's not in my case, it's not my main gaming device, I would have kept saving for a Pro, because the Pro is so much nicer. It's not a proper 4K console though. Don't let the marketing fool you. It's not 4K properly. Xbox One X does 4K properly, for the most part. Kind of want to... We should build a safe house here. This is halfway between my base and the Illager outpost. Yeah, change your plans. Fuck the stairway. I want to build a little safe house. Somewhere to hide. Ooh. Just gonna have somewhere to hide if we get attacked. Somewhere to restock. Have some health potions and shit down here, eh? Just for funsies. Probably never need it, but just for funsies. But first... I'll get the fuck out! The exact spawner I wanted. It's been sitting right here. Wait a second. Hang on. We're at 76. Aren't we way too high for this thing to happen? Aren't these things supposed to happen deeper in the planet? Like, we're way above sea level, even. I didn't even know they could generate this high in the world. Well, that's made up for my other mob farm burning down. Now we didn't even have to worry about building a huge kelp farm for bone meal. We got all the bone meal we want right here. Although I think I still will build the kelp farm one because, again, we always do something different in our Minecraft worlds, but... that's my arrow situation sorted out then. Even if we don't use these guys for bone meal, and we rely on the kelp farm for bone meal. Someone's in trouble. That's ridiculously close to base as well. Like, we can see base from... I mean, I've never been this lucky. Well, I guess I have a couple of times, come to think of it. This is close enough we could just pipe the arrows into the storage system with water stream or something. Although I guess we have to be here for it to be active, so... What do we got here, though? Nothing terribly desperate. Gold horse, some of them. Take that. Oh, we got a... That's our first music disc. Cat 418, though. Why is it always Cat 418? Melons, yeah, nothing too exciting in the loot table. Holy shit, though. Pookie, still hanging around? Is this supposed to happen? Spawners can happen anywhere as long as it's under solid blocks. Well, there you go. I don't think I've ever found one above sea level, much less in the side of a mountain. They've always been, like, at least level 40, level 30, that kind of stuff. Deep in a cave. That's cool, though. Alright, I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna... combo safe house arrow restocking place, I guess, is what we're gonna build. That was so weird. I was just going to carve out a little room. And I saw a cave, and I went, oh, we might as well light up the cave. And then I saw mossy cobblestone, and I went, what? What a pleasant little surprise. Minecraft was definitely feeling sorry for what it did to my other mob farm. Why has no one brought up the visual pun for the PS5? P5. Oops. We should be doing this. This is a good seed. I'm getting so lucky with this seed. Zombie spawner right next to the spider spawner. This right next to base. Even the Spidey zombie spawner isn't that far from base. You know what I should do? You know that ocean that's out beyond the graveyard? Let's just sail out. I bet you... I bet you I come across an ocean monument within like 15 seconds. Wouldn't that be the shit? And every room will have sponges in it. I've always been pretty lucky when it comes to spawners. I have to admit. I don't think I've ever had a world where I've had to struggle too much to find one relatively early on. Even then, I never went looking for them, I don't think. Can you ever remember me actively trying to find a spawner? I usually just sort of stumble across them while I'm caving. Guess I have to be lucky at something. If you have a house with a farm, will raiders destroy it? No, they're attracted to villagers. I mean, they'll come after you as a player, but I don't think they recognize your stuff, like your base, your house as a village, unless, of course, it meets village requirements, so it has a buttload of beds in it or something. I think is the only thing they really care about. Is there X number of beds? If so, are there villagers? If so, attack! But don't take my word for it, because I think they're still fiddling with that mechanic in these snapshots, so they might adjust it one way or the other. But yeah, as a rule, like I've had raids around my base already. They're usually attracted by wandering traders. Like every time there's a wandering trader that hangs about for more than a day or two, sooner or later, bad guys turn up. Kill him. That's why I've got so many llamas. Or one of the reasons I've got so many llamas. The traders leave them behind as they get murdered or lost or killed on my bushes or something. Now, I think the easiest thing to do, we'll just flush him into this corner. Or flush him into the middle, actually. Because that'll line up with whatever the entrance is of our now secret cave base thing. Oh, we should, speaking of mobs and stuff, we should definitely go take a nap. Oh, too late. Zombies around. Move out of the way, sheep. Creepers. Wait, beds. Yeah, as of 1.14, they're changing village mechanics significantly, including beds. I mean, doors have nothing to do with breed levels or anything anymore. In fact, you don't even need doors at all for something to be a legitimate village. It's all about beds now, which does make more sense. Each villager needs a bed to sleep in, after all. I mean, most houses have more than one door in them, and yet somehow one person can live there. But one person in a house usually only has one bed, right? Unless, of course, they've got a spare room, but even then, that other bed is not, you know, that's for someone or visitors. Cheeky bugger! Squirrely! Hey man, you're a good streamer, thank you. You hold the great work. I intend to. Wish I had some way to trigger some kind of fallout-like event to Minecraft. Reason to build an underground shelter. Yeah, there's been, like, I've heard talk before many times of like natural disasters. Like there are some mods out there that do exactly that. Volcanoes erupt, tornadoes come through, all that kind of crap. But yeah, it'd be nice to see something like that in vanilla. Maybe not on the scale of how some of the mods do it, because some of the mods are very destructive. Like cyclones will literally pick up blocks and scatter them across the world and things like that. That'd be a bit sucky for vanilla, I think. But maybe a river floods its banks. Or there is a windstorm that blows down torches, for example. I don't know. Or indeed, just volcanoes. Volcanoes provide you with like more common diamonds or more common iron or gold or something. You know, some reason to give you a reason to go near a volcano. But the risk you take is if you set up near a volcano, maybe it erupts and everything goes... nope, not gravel. Rumor has it the next update is going to be a cave update, so I doubt whether natural disasters are going to be a factor in any of that. Before this update, they sleep on the floor. Yeah, I mean, you never really thought about it, did you? Villagers had their little villager houses, but inside those houses was maybe a table, maybe some books, no beds. Beds are an entirely player-created thing. But now, villagers have beds, they have jobs, they have work tables that they need to go back to restock their trades. There are volcanoes now in Minecraft. No, there isn't. We're talking about what if there was. We're talking what ifs, because we'll start talking about natural disasters. Wouldn't that be interesting? Give you a reason to create a sort of secret super backup base or somewhere to shelter and things like that. If something happens to your main base and stuff. Alright. Let's see here. How do I want to do this entranceway? I feel like, yeah, we should kind of create a path through here. I might leave that tree there. It's a nice little shelter tree. And we'll bring the... Actually, where's the center of that mob farm? Let's base our door around the center of this. Alright, so this will be our central line. Thank you for the hosts, by the way, T-Dog. Just had an idea that should bring back the nether reactor. Of course, there's nether spread throughout your world. What do you mean bring back? Was that ever a thing? I thought that was just a mod thing. Before the update, villagers just slept in the library, except an individual book. I just don't think they slept. Maybe that's why they were always grouchy. Right, so I'll have a doorway there. Stretch the entrance out to here. We'll start the actual front wall kind of here. Use that overhang. I'll have a stair down. Yeah, starting to get a feel for what I want to do here. Alright, let's go get some smooth stone and start just blank slating the inside of that mob farm. Stone, I should say, not smooth stone. Different things now. Actually, you know what? Okay, let's do smooth stone. Let's make it all tiled in there. Yeah, should have enough. Sneaky gravel. There's the go in there as well. That's just going to need them anyway. And bedrock was an early way to introduce the nether in. Oh wow. How weird. Never experienced that. Right, now before I do this, don't think there's much point in coming down an extra step. Well, actually, no. I think we might. So if we want to have water on this level, we might as well move this down a bit so when they bob up and down the water, they don't risk getting stuck there. So let's go down to. You watch, I'll break through the cave and there'll be another skelly spawner there or something. Oh, Pocket Edition had it, right, yeah. So not actually Bedrock Edition, but what became Bedrock Edition eventually. That makes more sense to me, because, yeah, I never actually played Pocket Edition. Well, I guess I did briefly, when I was testing some Android phones. Never properly played it, though. By the time I played what was Pocket Edition code, it was called Bedrock, and it was on a Windows 10. Oh! Settle down there, Charlie. Yeah, the stonecutter was originally from... Come on now. Hey, how did you just hurt yourself? Becoming a bit of a problem. I'm still marveling at the pure dumb luck I had finding this spawner right here. Just idiotically lucky. When I played Minecraft, I would hide all my houses in the side of a mountain. Yeah, I did that for my first couple of worlds. I liked building in the side of a mountain. Because it meant you could have your mining entrance inside your base and everything, and it's just kind of cool. It was quick and easy to make safe, because you only had one side to worry about. Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna have to carve back in here again, aren't we? Oops, get off center there. And we're at night time again without me noticing. Danger! Oh, oh, doop, boop, boop. I hate when it triggers the hissing sound too late. He's already dead and it decided to Oh, he really wants me. That dude just plummeted down the side of the mountain to chase me down. Come on then, take your shot. Got the carrot. Don't need it. Yeah. So I'm just debating on being a bit lazy and not making this full width, but I might as well. It's going to look pretty cool. I mean, we're not going to see much of it because it's going to be dark and closed off in here, but still. Definitely going to need more blocks though. You know what I don't get about you, Picky Kirby? You just randomly tell Pokemon stories in chat, even when we're playing Minecraft. I see a wall of text from me. Oh, what's he mentioning now? As I start reading, it's got nothing to do with anything that's going on. It's just like, hey, here's what I was doing in Pokemon. Always throws me a little bit. That non sequitur, off-topic stuff. It's just like, what? All right then. So, topic of conversation, seeing as everyone's gone quiet. Who watched the first couple of episodes or the sort of 2-hour super length premiere of Season 2, Cloak and Dagger? Because if not, you should. It's good. I think the first season of Cloak and Dagger was pretty damn good. The second season feels like it's going to be amazing. One of those little low-key comic book shows. That barely tells anyone it's a comic book show. But those of us who do read comic books know. Everyone else is kind of a... What's Cloak and Dagger? I just explained what it is. Cloak and Dagger is a comic book show. One of those live action comic book shows. It's based off a couple of characters who, their powers are linked to each other basically, so they're a duo. And one of them, Cloak, has the power to teleport, basically. The other one has a kind of telekinetic ability to make daggers out of glowing white energy. So one is all about attack, one is all about sneaky, sneaky stealth. They work together to try and make the world a better place and fight crime and stuff. Now I do need more. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea coffee. Well, I mean, it's not about being a superhero. It's an interpersonal, character-based show, really, with a bit of extraordinary drama thrown in as a framing device, but yeah. The character arcs and things like that, the relationships and interpersonal stuff, it's all really pretty cool. I like it. It's a very well-made show. Where's the sun? You died again? Not on stream, but yeah, I did die last night when I was mining. I swished my axe right into lava when I was distracted by watching a TV show on the other monitor. I was just going along, mining, and all of a sudden, sploosh! Oh no! Oh no, I'm burning! And then I couldn't get out. And then I died. So yeah, there's a new red block on the grave. Please. Thank you. Yeah! So the problem I'm facing here is, because it's close to base, the local difficulty has already risen over here, so I'm getting the armored skelly straight out of this thing already. Making life slightly more difficult than it should be. When you die, do you lose everything? Usually, yes. But because this is a streaming world, I have turned on a command which lets me keep everything. Because quite frankly...
I'll buy those booties for 25 schmeckles.
Thank you, Pat.
Hi there, Impat, Pat Marshans.
See what you did there? Some clever wordplay. There are 3-year-olds all over the world just laughing their fucking tits off at that. Thank you very much for the buck. Worth it for a pun. Alrighty, now then. Actually, it does look pretty cool. It looks very military industrial somehow, doesn't it? How are you even still spawning with this many torches everywhere? But yeah, like because it's a streaming world, it's not very interesting watching me recraft armor, re-enchant armor, remake all my tools anytime I die on stream. So instead of that inconvenience, what we've actually done to mark every time I die and introduce a form of punishment, even if only ceremonially or gesturally, is I have a grave in the graveyard over here. See that multicolored one under my cursor? Every time I die, I have to put a block on that grave representative of how I died. And I can pull up a graphic for you there while we sleep. Wait, we're not ready for sleep yet? Where's the sun? Okay. Haven't read Cloak and Dagger books. Yeah, neither have I. I wasn't familiar with Cloak and Dagger before I saw that they were making the TV series from it. Then I did a little bit of research. Still haven't read any books, but I'm just saying the TV show is really quite well made. No idea how loyal it is to the comic. Seems to try hard. Port, that's what it was reminding me of, yeah. And I was thinking of techno-industrial complex kind of rooms. It reminded me of Portal. The rooms in Portal just like that, aren't there? You really thought that out? Well, actually, whoops, that button. It wasn't me it thought out. I mean, the Witch Block for Witch Death is a product of Skull Kid Ray and Hooks, who sat in the Discord and sort of figured all this out. Right, I came back here to get a thing, and I don't remember what that thing was. That was glass. What else, what else, what else? Nothing else right now. Wait, I thought there's something Netflix shows. What shows are you talking about? Who's they? Netflix is still making shows. What are you talking about? Oops. You know, screw it, let's bring it all the way out. If they've got enough. Yeah. Alrighty. So... probably actually going to want to get rid of these. So we'll flood all the skellies down to the front. We'll use a little trap here to push them into the flood chamber. And pop them up in... well, actually, you know what? Do we rise them up to eye level so we can watch them die? I think we do. It was originally my idea and it got stuck. Yeah, it was one of your better ideas there, Skull Kid Ray. It's working great. The Marvel Netflix shows? They have. They have stopped making the Marvel Netflix shows. Alright, so if we flood. And then do a little source there to flood them that way. How do I want to do this? What's that supposed to mean? It's one of my better ideas. I mean, it's one of your better ideas. I don't implement every suggestion you make, do I? The implication, of course, is some of your ideas are just fucking stupid. Is that what you're worried about? Actually, you know what? While we're here, we can actually get some of this cooking up to replace that stone we were using. Why do you not have any fuel in you? Think. What happened to my other bucket? I'm sure I had another bucket around here somewhere. I had 2 buckets at one stage. I'm sure I did. Hang on a sec, what just happened? Didn't I just make a bucket? But I sworn I just made a bucket. The bucket's disappearing? Or did I not collect it out of the crafting table because I wasn't concentrating? That was weird. I think the painkillers might be wearing off. Actually, how are we doing for time? Oh yeah, we're nearly there. Nearly time for a break. T-Dog says, I swear there's a million Battle Royale games. Good lord, they've got to stop. Yeah, why would any self-respecting game developer want to make a game in the most popular genre on the planet right now? So weird. Everyone wants a piece of that incredibly lucrative pie. Incredibly popular game. That consists of at least 3 of the most played games in Twitch's categories right now. It's just weird. Dude, if you don't like Battle Royale games, don't play them. But don't just whine about it all the time. I'm so sick of hearing people whine about Battle Royale games. So many Battle Royale games. Well, don't play them. Play a game you do like. There are so many games to choose from. You don't have to whine about the one game you don't want to play. Or the one genre. You can just not play it. It's super easy not to play a game. It's even easier than actually playing a game, if you think about it. Alright, let's just make a little temporary infinite source here somewhere. Hands up in chat who's sick of hearing people whine about Battle Royale games and how tired they are of them and how they hate how every game has a Battle Royale mode. How tired are you of hearing that? On a scale of 1 to shut the fuck up, cunt. Yes. Guess where I am? I should have brought a sign with me or two. That's what I should have done. Alright, so... let's not... I'm going to see some of this, so... let's just line it all, just in case we glance at it through the glass tube that's going to be here somewhere. Not that we'll see this part, but just for my faux OCD sanity here. Okay, so I get pushed in there, flood them up. I do want to give them slightly more headroom because they will be bobbing about a bit. Put sign there. Put a water block near their head here. Surface it all up. What are the other two Battle Royale games? All I know about is Fortnite. Well, there's Fortnite, there's Apex Legends, and there's whatever the Call of Duty battle mode is called. Firestorm, is it? It's Firestorm, right? Pretty sure it's Firestorm. Well, fire something. Or storm something, or one or the other. But people seem to be enjoying that. So. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah. It's one of my personal mantras, has been forever. It is Firestorm, right? Battlefield. Did I say... I think I said the other one, didn't I? Not Battlefield. I said... Right, because Call of Duty's got one as well, but I don't think... Which one are people playing more? It's Firestorm. I don't think people liked Blackout much, did they? Well, whatever. There's those two as well. I have actually played a little bit of Apex Legends now. I'm not really playing it habitually, but I did play it a bit to find out what it was all about, see if I could work out what the fuss was about, and because I'm going to have to be using it in some benchmarks sooner or later, I figured I should learn how to play it at least on the surface level so I could get some gameplay for benchmarking. And the next time I have to review a graphics card or a laptop or something, you know? Because again, one of the most popular games out there, people just want to know how it performs on any given piece of hardware. Just like I had to play Fortnite sometimes when I was benchmarking, so... Okay. Got that one. I think I missed that one. I got that one. Did I miss that one? I think I got them all now. They should all be source blocks. Oh, fuck it. I forgot to bring the soul sand. Derp. Alright then. Because they don't swim anymore. We gotta use soul sand. You do know... Yeah, I know, Pix. I know. Like you just saw my thought process there. I forgot to grab it. I remember. We were talking about this yesterday. I was talking about how Skellies sink now. Where did I put that? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? We need to collect some more soul sand. I don't think we're going to need too much more. Certainly not for mob farms, because we got all the spawners now. And I'm not going to need it for the eventual creeper farm. Of course, we'll just drop or burn kill those things. I don't think I'm going to need soul sand for many passive farms. Why isn't that working? Hang on a sec. No, that is... What have I forgotten to do here, I wonder? Oh, I know what it is, because there's a sign there. There's no source on the actual soul sand, is there? Does it work if we just waterlog the sign with a source block? I guess not. There we go. Oh, except I missed a source here somehow. That's right. I'll push each other in, and once we get Silk Touch, we'll be able to put some ice there. Where the hell? Still haven't got them all. What the fuck? That's a source. That's a source. Oh, there we go. That's the one I missed. How did I miss that? I poured a bucket into that like at least twice. Alright, I'll do it methodically then. Zerp. Zerp. There we go. That should be fine. Easy peasy. I guess once we get the water flowing here, it's going to push down here. I don't think that's going to spruce anything up too much. Yeah, somehow this spawner is going to burn down, even with all this water. Somehow to manage it. Alright, zerp, 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 zerp. Still, I don't know how I'm going to want to kill them on the other side here, though. That's all I don't know yet. I've left myself without a way to get in and out. Is the mistake I've made here. Now, how should we kill them, guys? I kind of want to use a campfire again. I do like using those campfires. Don't need it for XP. Although, this is closer than the zombie farm is, so it's a closer source of XP. Maybe we should just do it manually. And they actually drop more XP than zombies, don't they? Well, my zombie XP farm was short-lived. We completed it yesterday, and today it's obsolete. It even burned down this morning. We had to rebuild it. So we built it twice, and it's obsolete. Son of a bitch. I don't think I'll bother with an auto mode for this then, if we're just going to use it for XP. Then again, sooner or later we'll have a Enderman farm, which are much easier to build in Java than they are in Bedrock because of the build limits. And we've also got the Blaze farm to build as well, which is going to be an excellent source of... You know what? I think we'll do this auto. I really just want it for the arrows and the bones. Not even so much the bones, because we're going to have a kelp farm to do bone meal this time around. Just want to come here and watch them burn. Yeah, I think we'll just do a nice little campfire. Yeah, no, it burnt down as I started the stream, I think. It was burning down while we were chatting, and then I went over to it and found it in a disaster state. It's hopeless. Very upset. Yeah, let's go get a campfire. And a hopper. Yeah, I just went over to the zombie farm as we started the stream because I just wanted to collect the bits of metal we've been collecting from the zombies. You know, melted armor and occasional ingot. Well, we'll just grab those as we start the stream. Well, people turned up, and when I got over there, it was in shambles. Oh, what the fuck went on here? Just so disheartening. But then we just found a skelly spawner sitting right next to base. At level 74 no less, when I was just carving out a tiny little room for a funny little safe house I was going to build, just for shits and giggles. And, I mean, psh. Let's see. You know what, maybe we'll incorporate some iron bars in this one. Just almost never use those. Alright, before I go, I've got my hoppers, got my chests. Oh, I didn't do the campfire itself. Genius. Coal, sticks, and there was one other thing, wasn't there? What, no it is. Oh right, spruce logs, I already had those. I knew there was something else though. I'll just sacrifice that one bit of coal to the coal gods. What do you need a campfire for? Campfires are brand new in 1.14 and they have some cool properties. Number one, they can't set fire to my mob farm, no matter how wooden it is, although there's no wood in this one anyway. Number two, they kill mobs, so they do damage. They do fire tick damage over time. It's like standing on a magma cube, except it doesn't take up a full block. So you can use it on top of a hopper and still collect the items that drop into it when the mob dies. Pretty awesome, actually. It's my new favorite way to kill mobs. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, let's do this just at ground level. I'll drop them down onto it. Now I can stare them in the face as they die. Oops. Yeah, so that's campfire. You can also use it for smoke signals. Like, literally, the smoke can be seen from a long, long way away, because unlike every other particle effect in Minecraft, these don't vanish if you go too far away from them. You can see them from ages away. So you can use them for landmarking stuff. And if you put them on top of a hay bale, the smoke goes even higher. It's pretty cool. Alright, I wish there was a way to stop the smoke though. Wish you could put them on top of some other kind of block and it would just stop the smoke from happening. Let's pull them up here. Oh, that's interesting though. I could do that and stop it gathering so low. In fact, let's do that. Yeah. I like that. Right, how do I want to pop them over this, do I think? Alright, and I should be able to put a source next to this without extinguishing it, right? Yep, coolsies. I need that block on as well, aren't I? If we're going to do it that way. Oops. Missed the spot. Alright, so that should just drop on top of the fire all nice, shouldn't it? Doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. Should work fine. 1.13 world. Well, I kind of thinking about building a Japanese pagoda by my own farm. Nice. I do like the Japanese style stuff in Minecraft. In fact, my village is going to be slightly Japanese inspired. This is not modded, no. This is Java Edition, current snapshot 19W14B of what will eventually be 1.14 Minecraft. But I started a new survival world in the snapshots as soon as I said they were feature complete. They're still fiddling with getting some bugs ironed out, and they're still fiddling with some villager behavior. But we are basically feature complete of what 1.14 is going to be. Alright, now the fun time begins. Let's make sure we have glass and smooth stone ready to go. I'm pretty sure we can activate this safely, right? I hate this part. It's like, did I forget? Oh, you know what I did forget? To make sure this water is going to flow properly. Although if we just do let's just do one line across the back. Let's not sort of fiddle about too much with it. Although we did miscount, basically. That's interesting. How did I manage to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I didn't. Wait, what? Must have gone too far forward when I was fiddling about. Oh well, no big deal. Except for that, it does create a dead space there, doesn't it? That's right, they'll crash into each other enough. I'm going to want to do that though, so we can actually get out of the damn place. Yeah, just blame the painkillers again. Oh, speaking of which, I'm overdue for a break now, aren't I? I have to top up. There we go. All sources. That fixed the dead spot? That did fix the dead spot too. Excellent. So now all roads lead to Rome, as it were. Oh, I guess the dead spot was there because I had that block to fill in, yeah. Okay, we're all flowing. Filmsies. Alright then, let's do the danger zone stuff so I can take my break. Okay, gently. Oop, stop it. It's always the nerve-wracking part. You don't want to accidentally break the spawner. Although with the block it's kind of hard to do, but I never want to even tap it accidentally. Oop, time to go. Ow. Ow. Okay. Can't really see in there properly, but let's make a little peephole. Wrong one. You are stuck on something though, aren't you? Damn it. I'm gonna have to redo this water. Why aren't you... Oh, there goes one. Alright, so the chamber does work. I just need to fix up that water flow so it works properly. Of course, they were fighting against the water because they were aggroed on me as well, which wasn't helping matters. Let's just close that up again real quick and definitely put some torches here. Come on, spawn something. Why so slow? Come on, spawn some! What are you doing? Spin faster, bitch. There we go. Alright, let's see how they do without any interference. I can hear some zombies nearby too. I'm definitely going to have to light up the caves around here. Oh, although it's nighttime outside as well. Right, that's not helping matters. Oh, there we go. Proof of concept. I just had to fiddle with the water a bit to get it to work, and yeah, there we go. Bones! Oh wait, no, we're not going to get arrows unless we manually kill them, are we? Guess we might have to make it a... I could always just open up a little hole here and just bash at them as they die. Actually, I might be able to do it from here. Just real paranoid about a creeper coming up on me while I'm trying to do this. Here we go. There we go. That's what I can do. I can just give them a swipe as they burn to death and still collect my goods. Easiest dual mode farm ever. It does look a bit like a test tube. Alrighty. Boom. Alright guys, I'm going to take my break. Only 20 minutes late. And I'll be back in just a moment.